How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Quintet's in the Gun Guide. This is review time again. This is part of my long-term review series. There's a couple of things that I've lined up in the series that's going on about 5 months. Most of the products are, some have been longer as well. I really wanted to have an educated opinion about the products that we are doing in this series. Today we are doing the Powertac Mark Mini. This is an absolutely brilliant little weapon mounted light, and I think the only real competition in the South African market for the Olight PL Mini series of weapon mounted lights. Don't crucify me just yet. We are going to have a closer look at this little flashlight. This goes for 1,999 Rand. It's compatible with both your lock system. Firearm is clear and safe. Compatible with your Glock system, if I can get it on. Sits nice and snugly. System that it works on is much the same as your Olight PL Mini 2. Firearm also clear and safe. I've got a Picatinny mounted on my MOE handguard. Same thing, works just as well. Nice and easy. So really diverse little flashlight, and I really grown to love it. Been constant companion at my side for the last 5 months, as you guys see on my social medias with the various pictures that I posted on this little flashlight. Let's get to the details with the close-ups. Now let's have a closer look at this little weapon mounted light. As you can see, it's got ambidextrous controls, solid construction, aircraft aluminium, as you would expect from most of the flashlights in this series or class. Deep reflector there, that creates that nice hotspot that we'll get to in a bit. Adjustable retention, and you have that locking lever there. You get different sized locking lugs there. That just goes into either your Glock system or your Picatinny one. Now this one works well with both the Glock and the Picatinny, but this is the bigger one. This is the 1913 one. Ambidextrous controls, but it has that little tab there. So controls are super easy with this. Short press switches it on, short press switches it off. If you press it and hold it in, that's going to have the momentary on. If you release it, that's going to go off. That's an internal lithium polymer battery powered by your magnetic system or magnetic recharging system. Let me just get to the cable. Cable looks like a space aged light that's there. How cool is that? So that just clicks in. Now it's charging and has that battery indicator on this side. Now red means charging, and then green means that it's finished charging. Really solid construction, as you would expect. Now markings on it says made in China. They're very proud about that fact, but Powertac is an American company. Mark Mini on the side there. Go. Adjustability. Let's pull the Glock closer. This firearm is still clear and safe. Now getting it on is super easy. You just make sure that it lines up with the slot. Now that's on now already. It's adjustable, as you would expect, and that's a solid little light there. Really nice. If we take it off, you need to press it. That's going to extend the clamp on that side, making sure that you can get it off. If you lock it and release it, it can't move about. You need to press it, then it's going to move a whole lot easier. Okay, let's go for final thoughts. Let's have a look at the light at normal shooting distances or defensive shooting distances. That's going to be 5 meters. See how nice is that hotspot with some throw on the outside just for identification purposes. But check that glow, that is ridiculous. That's on 5 meters. If we shine it on to the end of the wall there, that's going to be sitting at about 25 meters. Moving on, solid hotspot there. You can see that that's on 30 meters, and just behind that, you can see on the wall on the far side, that's going to be sitting at about 35 meters. Now you've seen the beam shots of this little weapon mounted light, which really puts it apart from the PL Mini 2. This isn't a comparison video, but if you guys would like a comparison video, please hit me up in the comment section. Currently, I've got the Powertac Mark Mini, I've got the PL Mini 2, and then I've got the Trustfire GM23. So if you want that shootout video, please hit me up in the comment section, or you can inbox me as well. Now, I've lived with this little flashlight for 5 months, as I've stated already. Brilliant little light. I put it through its paces, and this is the packaging that it comes in. So with this packaging, you get the magnetic charger, and yeah, that's basically it. Nothing too exciting, but this is what we are interested in. Also, yeah, you get these bars, you get separately as well, so you can interchange it, smaller, bigger, whatever you need. Now, the main thing that most people worry about with weapon mounted lights is it going to fit into my holster? Now, I've got holsters for the PL Mini 2 series of flashlights, both from Southwest Holsters and Edge Custom Carrier. They are South African brands. They are very well known. Now, this is the older holster from Southwest Holsters. This isn't the production line series. Now, it fits snugly in this, and it's not going to fall out. That's what you want. You want active retention on your weapon mounted light with your firearm. Now, this is the Edge one. Clips in nice and solidly. Also, it's not just going to fall out. So if you have a holster for the PL Mini 2 series of flashlights, it is going to fit. Cool. That's the most important part, probably, of choosing weapon mounted lights. Now, getting to the specs, as we stated already. 550 lumens. This goes for 1,999 from Torch SA, 21,200 candelas, which is really strong for a flashlight this size. That's a hotspot that you saw on the beam shots. IPX6, so it is water resistant. 1.47 hours of runtime. There's only one setting. There's no step down. It just keeps on going. It does get a bit hot with extended use. Yeah, and that's basically the most important part. 1 meter drop tested as stated on the side of the box, and it says 226 meters that this beam can go to. It's got a Osram LED as stated. It has a lithium polymer internal battery, so you can't change the batteries on it, but I really like the rechargeable option with this. It just makes the buy a bit easier because you don't need to add on batteries the whole time. You can just run this and run this for a good while. I've run this on the Glock. I've run this on the AR-15 platform. Runs like a Glock. There's nothing really to say about it. Super impressed with it. I do like that there's these cutouts there. I don't know if you can see it on camera. These cutouts that really make it a bit different as well, because most of your weapon mounted lights are all smooth. So if you've got a bit of a weird grip, you can go onto the flashlight and get some grip as well, which is an interesting feature. Nothing much else to say. This is a brilliant little flashlight, and I think, as stated, this is only real competition for Olight in South Africa at the moment, except if you're running the Streamlight, which is quite a bit more expensive. But for 2,000 Rand, this isn't bad at all. Price better than your Olight PL Mini 2, and I think a real competitor. Only drawback that I've got with this is your control tabs are a bit more difficult to hit than your PL Mini 2 series of flashlights. Yeah, the PL Mini 2, they've got just a little block sticking out where you've actually got a tab with this. I come up quite high, so hitting this, I almost slide down on the switch before I hit it. That's the only main drawback that I've got in this. It doesn't run down, so it's not like you charge it and when you need it, it's not going to work. I've left this for about a week to 2 weeks, and it still switches on, no problem. But I do recommend charging your weapon mounted light basically weekly, I would say, just in case you need it, because you don't want to go for gear and then it doesn't work. That's probably a worst case scenario. Yeah, guys, tell me what you think about this little flashlight. If you've had any exposure to this, or yeah, any experience of handling this, This really feels solid in hand. Build quality is absolutely brilliant with the hard anodizing. It doesn't show any holster wear, which is actually quite cool, which seems like it's a slightly better coating than Olight has on. But yeah, any thoughts, please hit me up in the comment section. And if you want to see that shoot out, please comment as well. Thanks so much, Henry Beanman from Torch SA, for sending this to me. Thanks so much for waiting so patiently for me to test it and get it out to you guys. I really wanted an educated opinion, because just opening up a box or using something for a week, you don't know if it's going to fail on you or not. And this, I really thought you needed, or you deserved, a long-term review, so I can really give an honest opinion and an educated opinion about what this little flashlight is and what it can and cannot do. Anyway, guys, like, share, subscribe, all those cool things, and I'll see you later for another review. There's a couple of reviews that I've got lined up. See you later. Cheers.